prepare yourself for High Kicks and Top Hats as one of the longest Broadway shows in history debuts in Australia. The multi-award winning A Chorus Line will be performed from tonight until early March.
It is a musical and dance extravaganza that follows the stories of 17 dancers putting everything on the line as they audition to join a stellar ensemble. And putting it all together is director Amy Campbell, who is also the resident director of Hamilton. Well, Amy joins us now. Thank you so much, Amy, for taking the time to speak with us today. I am so excited for A Chorus Line. For me, it was my first introduction to musical theatre. I didn't know that you could sing, dance, act at the same time. How do you feel about taking on this project? I mean, it's huge.
Actually, it was my first introduction to musical theatre too, so I'm totally with you on that. I used to dance around my grandmother's lounge room with the VHS in her television. So yes, it's a great thing to discover you can sing, act and dance at the same time. And do you know what, bringing a brand new Australian production of such an iconic musical is such a gift and a privilege and a challenge, but it is amazing to be able to bring this show to life almost 50 years later from the original production and really put a modern Australian take on it.
Yeah, so tell me about the modern Australian take. So this story, you know, it actually takes place in 1975. It is an American story. This particular production, of course, has all Australian designers and cast. How do you make the story relevant to an Australian audience, today's Australian audience?
Yeah, it's a great question. There is something really timeless about this storyline in terms of the human need to be seen and heard and really put yourself out there in the world to be judged and to be to fight for an opportunity that may exist for you. So it really is, as an artist, it really crosses lots of countries, and here in Australia we have such an amazing group of actors and dancers and singers in our show that, you know, all of these characters that we're bringing to life, they feel like people I've worked with. I feel like I've been some of those characters in my career. So it's really easy to access. It's a really human story about struggle, about passion, and about really chasing your dreams and doing what you love despite, you know, what others may think. So it's kind of timeless in that way.
Well, there were many challenges trying to bring this actually onto line. It was meant to debut, I think, like several years ago, but then, of course, the pandemic hit, and then you had to do auditions via Zoom as well.
Yes, I think it's really been a lovely artist's journey in terms of method, in terms of what it's taken to get this particular production on. Yes, it's been 3 years in the making. We've attempted to do it 3 times. We've been struck by all the things the pandemic can bring to us. I've cast 42 people across 3 years to bring this show to life. There's only 19 people in the show, so it has been amazingly challenging, but if anything, it's clearer than ever the need to fight to put live art on stage, and this story really brings that to the forefront. So nobody's faking anything. We don't have to do much acting. It's really been 2 years since a lot of us have worked.
Absolutely, and we welcome you back with open arms. Amy, you've been a dancer, you've been a choreographer, you're now a director. Was it a smooth transition?
No. I never thought I'd end up directing musicals. I was just never that confident or ambitious, but there are some stories that you feel really called to tell, and because this story is such about a performer, and I had that experience, it really felt right. But no, I mean, I think just let alone it taking 2 years to get your first directorial debut up, no, it hasn't been smooth.
Okay, well, it's here now, and the show will be in Sydney from 11th of February right through to the 6th of March. Do you have any plans to take it right around Australia or overseas?
I would love that. So if you would like to see it, just get in contact with us. Yes, the plan is just for this Sydney Opera House season at the moment. We're going to do this one in style, and who knows what the future holds for our show.
Well, we wish you all the best. We're looking forward to the high kicks, the top hats, the jazz hands, everything. Bring it on, Amy. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. Amy Campbell there, director of A Chorus Line.